Today I'm leading you through a 5-minute morning yoga class for tight hips. My name is Sharon from SharonRaynerYoga.com, creator of the Morning Reset Zoom membership. If you take a look in the description and in the first comment, you'll find a link to a free 30-minute morning yoga class that's normally only available to members. So let's get started. So we'll get started standing. Take the feet nice and wide. The toes are pointed out. We're coming to goddess pose. So sink into your hips, bend your knees so that they're tracking over your toes, and bring the hands to prayer position at the chest. As you inhale, sweep the arms up, straighten the legs, and then exhale. The thumbs come back to prayer position at the chest. Inhale, sweep the arms up, straighten the legs. Exhale, rebend back into goddess pose. We'll do one more. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, rebend, and we're back in goddess pose. Straighten the legs. Take the feet to parallel, nice and wide. Place the hands on the hips. Inhale to open the chest. And then exhale, fold from the hips. We're coming to a flat back position, so slide the hands down the legs. Bend the knees as much as you need to get the fingertips to the floor. So our back is flat. The back of the neck is long, so you might tuck the chin a little bit. And you can be up on blocks here if this feels like too much. Tip the weight forwards into the toes a little bit. And then we're going to pivot to the left. So climb your hands to the left, come into a runner's lunge. So you might slide the left foot over to the left a little bit for more stability. The back leg is straight, the heel is pointed backwards, the front shin is vertical, and then lift the chest. So you can be up on blocks here. Sinking into the hips, strong back leg, lifting the chest. And then lower the back knee, come into a low lunge, sweep the arms up. If you're feeling unstable here, then shuffle the right foot over to the right. So the front shin is still vertical. Lift the chest, lift the gaze. Breathing nice and deeply. Place the hands back down, lift the back knee, and then we're coming all the way to the other side. So coming through that wide-legged forward fold position all the way to the other side, and we're back in a runner's lunge on the other side. So you might shuffle the right foot to the right for more stability. The back leg is straight, the front shin is vertical, lift the chest. So again, you can be up on blocks here if that feels more comfortable. Remembering to breathe nice and deeply. And then lower the back knee and sweep the arms up. So getting a little bit more flexibility into the hips here, but you might be up higher. You might draw the hips back, and that might be enough of a stretch. And the front shin is still vertical. Lift the chest, lift the arms. Trying to reach the fingertips up towards the ceiling. And then lower the hands back down, and we come into child's pose. So sit back onto the heels, the knees come wide, the big toes are together, release down to the ground. The forehead might reach the ground. Some people find it more comfortable to have the hips up higher. You can even have a cushion or a rolled up blanket underneath the seat. So the knees are nice and wide here, really getting into the hips today. Breathing deeply. And then bring the hands underneath the shoulders and roll all the way up. Come to sit on your mat or on your floor. You don't really have to have a yoga mat for this one. So we're in an easy seated position here. If you find that your knees are up really high, then sit on a block, a cushion, a rolled up blanket. And then see if you can sit forwards a little bit onto the fronts of your sitting bones. Bring your hands to your knees and take some circles, so it doesn't matter which direction. So they might be small circles. You might be able to take some really big circles, really getting into the hip joints this morning. We'll do a few in one direction. And then change direction. So the hip joints, they're a big joint, and we can often hold a lot of stress and tension in there. So it's really nice to rotate them, get them moving, releasing some of that tension. And then come to sit up tall. And if you've got time just to sit here, just settling and breathing, maybe setting an intention for the day, thinking about how you'd like your day to go. So if you do have time just to sit here for a minute, then it's quite nice just to absorb the effects of the few minutes of yoga.